Hello, Ron here with the new Insta360 wireless microphone. I think it has a fancy name, but it's said wireless mic from Insta360. Just came out recently. Works with two cameras natively so far. The Insta360 X5, which we won't discuss anymore in this video here, and also the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, which is what it's connected to right now, recording wireless audio. There you go. I've been using this in a couple videos. Videos I made not about anything to do with Insta360, but kind of talking head videos and whatever. But this is the first time I think I've addressed it, in a video that I'm using it and whatever. So we're going to do just some testing here. I'm at the beach here, obviously, and it's always kind of noisy at the beach when the ocean waves and the wind, even though it's not very windy this morning. And so we're going to see how it sounds in a real-world environment, even a real-world environment plus. This is probably equivalent to being in a noisy city or something like that, or maybe at a noisy event of some kind with a lot of background noise. So this isn't any easy test here. This is going to be tough for it. We're going to test the range here a little bit. I know some early reviewers complained about it not having range, but then an update came out that improved the sound quality, maybe improved the range, maybe it did, but we're going to test that a little bit here. So so here we go. Like I said, one of the big things is the range of this or whatever. Now, I don't understand why any wireless mic range is a big deal to people. I mean, how far do you want to get away from the expensive camera gear you've got to connect it to? Even if it's a Ace Pro 2, that's like a $400 plus camera. So why do you want to get out of sight of an expensive camera, especially if you're out in like a public area? I mean, some areas are nice and not a lot of thievery, but you never know. So, but anyhow, we're going to test anyway. So we're going to walk down this direction a little bit. And I think the key here is when you turn your back to it, when your body's in between the mic and the camera, where of course the receiver is, that's the problem. So let's avoid, we have nothing behind us here. So let's avoid that whole, your body blocks it out by, walking backwards. And I don't know if I can use my Apple Watch here to, test the distance here. Let's just do an outdoor walk and we'll see how far I get away from it. Okay, it's counting down, these Apple Watches. Okay, so it's recording now. So let's walk backwards here. So nothing behind me, so nothing to run into. Though, you get some hills and stuff on the beach here, so you got to be careful. So I don't want to go too fast. All right, let's see. I'm 19 feet away now. It says I'm 36 feet away now. I should play like the Jeopardy music here or something when I'm... That was the range test of the little Insta360 Mic Air. Obviously, I'm not using the Mic Air for this conclusions part of the video. This, part of the video is shot on the Pocket 3 with the DJI Mic, 2 on it here. Mic 2. And so, you can kind of compare the audio quality from that outside in the field. Well, we're outside too, but we're not at a windy beach here. I still have the wind muff one. Did I have the wind muff one at the beach? I'll keep the wind muff one. It's a little breezy on the back porch here too. But anyhow, you could compare the audio quality between the two mics, but of course, it's not really fair because this is like a $50 mic. And I don't know what this would be if you bought it on your own, but probably at least $100. So this mic is probably half the price of this mic. So, not a fair comparison as far as specs and everything. But back to the video at hand here. So on this range test on the beach, so I was walking backwards and, I got, last time you heard me say anything was 36 feet. And then I kept going. And then, of course, you heard like a dead silence at one point because I went out of range. So I'm guessing I walked another 10 feet after I said 36 feet. So I probably got to about 46 feet and then nothing at all. I still had something. I could still tell I had the, connection at about, the 46, but, then afterwards, nothing. So, So whether that was scientific or not, I don't know. But, if your goal was to get beyond, 50 feet or beyond, or even close to 50 feet of range, you're probably not going to get it, because I was on a beach with little Wi-Fi interference out there, no structures in the way or whatever. So I probably gave it as easy to test as I possibly could. Probably in a more complicated environment, you wouldn't even get the, even the 36 that I said, before it cut out on me. Well, I think it cut out at 46, but anyhow, I don't think you'd even get 36 feet if you were a more difficult scenario there. So yeah, but again, it's a budget mic here, and range, like I said, how long do you want to, how far do you want to get away from your camera or your device or whatever? I mean, I was at the point where, you wouldn't have been able to tell it was me unless you saw me when I started out walking. If I just came in camera all that this way and it wasn't my video, you wouldn't even know it was me, so I don't know the purpose of getting that far away outside of somebody doing a range test. I mean, if you make a career out of doing range tests on YouTube with various devices, then that is important to you. But otherwise, yeah. And I know somebody's going to say, well, you walk backwards, you didn't turn backwards. I'll tell you the truth. Most of these mics, even the DJI one, if you turn your back, and you got your bodies between, the mic and the camera, your range isn't going to be good at all, whatever. But I mean, and it may be better on DJI than Insta360. I did not test that. I'm just guessing. But again, what would be the point of that? Who makes videos where they're walking away from their camera backwards, where their facing away from the camera, their face isn't in a video? I mean, what's the purpose of that type of video? Why would you even do that scenario where you got your back, to the camera for a good length of time trying to talk? I don't even know why. I mean, edge case scenario why you would do that, but I don't know what that would be. You want to be facing your camera most of the time. Again, at least for extended purposes. So yeah, that's why I didn't even test. Walking backwards. Why I only test walking backwards, because walking frontwards, it wouldn't have gone. It may not go on 10 feet. It may not go on 6 feet. So anyhow, I hope you got something out of this video here. And my conclusions is, this did very well for a budget mic. I thought the sound quality, was a good one, considering, again, I was on the beach. There's always a wind, a breeze on the beach. There's always the kind of the background, kind of hum of the ocean or whatever. Not just hearing the crash, but it kind of is always hard to hear on the beach, just because it's kind of just a, when I say noisy place, I don't mean a bad noisy place. People like to sleep with the sounds of the ocean or whatever. But it is a buzz. It just does cut down, any audio, the background kind of, what do they call that, white noise of the beach or whatever. So again, it was a kind of a difficult place to test it. I thought the sound quality did well. I thought, whatever, 46 feet is very acceptable, for being away from it or whatever, more than I would ever need. And yeah, so listen, if you have any questions about the little Insta360 Mic Air, let me know down below in the comments. I've already did a full unboxing of this, and we first look at the products. So all the stuff about pricing, availabilities, and all that is in that video. I will drop a link, an Amazon affiliate link down below. So if you'd like to pick one of these up, please consider using my link. It does help, help out the channel here. It's the only way I'm making kind of any money off this video, except, a YouTube AdSense is, Google AdSense is pennies. Basically pennies, doesn't add up to anything. So because I was not sent this mic from Insta360, they're not paying me anything to make this video here. So on that note, also thumbs up, help the YouTube algorithm. If you got anything on the video, become a subscriber to the channel. Also helps that YouTube algorithm, kind of bring more viewers in. And don't forget to ring that bell so you'll know when I, post another video here. And, if you're curious about a head-to-head video between this and the Mic 2, that's the only other wireless mic I own. So this more or less compares to the DJI mini mic than it does the Mic 2, which is more full featured. And of course, they just released a Mic 3, which is kind of a combination of the Mic 2 and the Mic Mini, kind of all the best features wrapped into one. So I do not have that yet. Maybe I'll get it in for review. But this is strictly in the budget line of mics. And a nice thing too, I think I remember I said in the beginning, it works with the it works with 3 of the Insta360 products. When I made this video, it only worked with the Ace Pro 2 and the X5, but now it also works with the X4. So, you know, they're making it better all the time. And you just connect it. You don't need a receiver or anything. You just connect it directly to the device. So it's very handy for mobile filmmakers. It, you know, makes for a nice small kit to carry, even almost a pocketable kit in some cases. So, okay, that is it, folks. But I will not say goodbye. I'm going to put another video up here, in the tech video related to this video that I think you may want to go see. So I will see you at that next video, folks.